Alright, so now we're looking at problems 2 and 3, okay? What I tried to do for you guys is give you a little summary or kind of a little hint on what you need to do for these, okay? So it says for number 2, for the function f of x equals, and then x minus 6 times x plus 2, determine the y-intercept. If I'm looking for the y-intercept, what has to be 0? X, right? Now, if x is 0, I'm trying to say, remember, x has to be 0, so evaluate the function as f of x, or f of 0, okay? Which means I'm going to have f of 0 equals 0 minus 6 times 0 plus 2. Well, this is going to simplify into negative 6 times positive 2, so my answer for this is negative 12. So my y-intercept is just negative 12. 0, negative 12. Okay. Now, problem number 3 and 4. And you guys can probably go down and do a little bracket like this. This is definitely going to be on the test, right? This is how I'm going to test you guys on seeing if you can find the intercepts and if you guys can go through and kind of just do the simple math on it, okay? So, for problem number 3, it does say graph the functions, right? Are you guys okay with putting those in your calculator and graphing them? They're just straight linear functions, right? Now, the second one says find the difference of their x-intercepts. Well, I can't find the difference of their x-intercepts until I find their x-intercepts, okay? If I'm looking for their x-intercepts, y has to be 0. So for f of x equals 2x plus 6, we can evaluate them, or evaluate this one and say 0 equals 2x plus 6. Subtract the 6, subtract the 6. Now we're going to get negative 6 equals 2x, or we're going to divide by 2, and we're going to get x equals negative 3, okay? So that's my first x-intercept, okay? Now my second one, I need to do the same thing for p of x equals negative x minus 5. So negative x, 5x minus 5, this equals 0. We're going to get positive 5 equals negative 5x. We're going to divide through by negative 5, and I'm going to get x equals negative 1. Do you guys all agree? Yes. Disagree? Okay. Now, my last step that they want me to do is they want me to subtract to get their difference, okay? Now, when you subtract them, you've got to do them in order, right? I need to do f of x minus p of x, okay? So that's going to be negative 3 minus a negative 1, which we have to be careful. What is a negative minus a negative? Positive, right? This is going to become negative 3 plus 1, which my final answer is negative 2. Okay? Are you guys okay with that? Okay. Now, the problem B says the same thing. Find the sum of their x-intercepts. Well, the nice thing is we've already solved for their x-intercepts, and they just want me to add them together. So if I have a negative 3 plus a negative 1, then my answer is what? Negative 4, okay? I don't have to worry about changing anything, okay? So again, definitely something you guys will see, okay?